Hello everyone, welcome to round number 3 of the Sinquefield Cup 2022. Dubai Open has just finished, so now we have some time to check out the highlights of this event. We were busy with the past 2 weeks, Abu Dhabi to Dubai. We're working on our students also. They played both events. All right, so it was very tiring, but finally, it has ended. And let's get back to our channel this time. And one of the highlights of the third round is Alireza's brilliant victory, bouncing back after his loss yesterday with a win over Levon Aronian. Let's check it out. All right, Alireza was white. He played e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, the Gioco piano, the Italian in the house. d3, knight f6, h3, right? Castles, knight c3. Normal lines here would be castles, d6, and then c3. But Firouzja went for knight c3. And knowing Levon, he always tries to go for some novelties, surprise moves, and he played knight a5. Not the best in the position, but he wants to fight it out, Played knight a5. Normal again here would be d6. But Levon wants to get rid of the line square bishop. a3, takes. White has a double pawn, but he has a control of the d file as well. d6, bishop g5, bishop e6, queen to d3, protecting c4, and also trying to castle queen side here. h6, bishop h4, and here comes Levon Aronian. It takes two to tango. A brilliant game by Firouzja started with this move, g5. It was Levon's invitation to the brilliancy. Okay, black could have just played c6 here. Maybe he was worried about castles and b4, and white can take a pawn d6. But black has enough counterplay here with e5. c4 is also hanging. Rook will be active here. But then again, Levon Aronian always goes for this dynamic stuff here. He always goes for complications, and Firouzja also goes for it. They're not backing out. Takes. We're in for a treat. King g7, f4, of course. Idea later will be rook f1 to f6, yes, and bishop with a pin on the queen. E takes f4, knight e2. Now idea, knight takes f4 to knight h5. c6, nice move, b4, nice intermediate move. Okay, why not knight takes f4? Because now queen a5, tricky Levon, That's a tricky move. And now queen is out of the pin. So again, the sense of danger, b4 stops that queen on a5. Yes, no check on the king. Bishop e3, and good move, rook f1. Now the rook is trying to help now. King g6, h4. Protecting the bishop, maintaining the pin. Takes on c4. Alright, if the queen moves away, there's takes on f6. If you take on f6, queen takes e3. Thanks to the rook. Takes on c4, takes on c4, d5. The strong move. Firouzja. Queen to b3. Alright. Keeping an eye on that bishop. Aronian went for queen d6. Sorry, rook e8. If he played queen d6 here, again knight takes f4, bishop takes f4, bishop takes f4, if queen e7, then e5. What is this king here? It's just too open, too vulnerable. Rook e8 takes, then after the sequence, white's king is very safe with a castle on the queen side and look at black's king. And here comes knight takes e4. In this position, it's already white to play and win. But Firouzja took the long route with knight e2. Here, the winning move could have been, it's a 4 sequence with knight takes d5. Knight takes on d5. 4 takes, rook takes f7, check. Rook takes on d5, queen takes h4, queen f3, threatens mate, takes, queen h5, rook g5, and then rook f5. With 2 extra pawns for the queen against 2 rooks. But Firouzja didn't want to go for it. I think he saw it, but he just didn't want to. I don't know. There was no complication in that line. He wanted to keep the knight, probably, and he wanted to go for the mate. Yeah, because that one no mate. Okay, if you look at the position after rook f5, queen takes f5, I guess. Queen takes f5 and king g7. Okay, we're going for 2 rooks against the queen, but queen d7 here should win eventually. But he wants for the spectacular mate, yeah. So play knight e2, keeping pieces on the board. Knight e6, queen d3, queen d4, knight. Okay, to get rid of that knight d6, protecting the f7 square, removing the defender with knight f5. Queen b6, queen d3, check. Of course, keep your queen. Knight f5 takes king b1, queen f2, of course. Rook to d3, threatening rook f3. Check first, and a rook f3. Aronian went for king g8. Now, if he goes for rook e7 to protect f7 here, queen d4 strikes h8. And it takes on b4, threatening f7. The sequence would be takes, 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 and takes. After that 4 sequence, white will have 3 pawns against none for black. So Aronian went for king g8, rook takes f7, rook takes a3, rook f8. King h7, queen f7. Aronian resigned because if he continued with queen takes f7, takes h5, wins. And Firouzja is back. Okay, he was very dominant last week in the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz. He lost yesterday against Nepomniachtchi on the strong game by Nepomniachtchi. Almost perfect with the Catalan. You cannot fault Firouzja for that game. Yeah? But this time, what a character. Firouzja bouncing back, beating Levon Aronian. Okay, thanks to Levon also with his brilliant game, g5. Shouldn't have played that, you know. But again, it takes two to tango. If your opponent allows it, go for it. So that was it. Brilliant win by the young Firouzja. And he's back with 1.5 out of 3. Thank you guys for supporting our channel. And thank you for being with us. And thank you for also for bearing with us. Yeah, we've been very busy the past 2 weeks. And we will continue our coverage of the Sinquefield Cup 2022. This is Coach Oliver. Stay safe, everyone.